Today we're talking censorship and voting this weekend. Welcome back to the Freedom Pines podcast. I'm your host, Jamie B., where we are covering your daily election coverage from all points of the internet, from TikTok to audiobooks to podcasts to X. I am here delivering that news to you. So if that interests you, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into today's video. So guys, I'm re-recording this. I just got back in from gardening. I have pimple patches on my face. I am sorry, but I just read the comments and realized that the last audio was corrupted. So here I am again, and I might say everything the same, might say something new, but we're going to talk about the same general things. So if you didn't hear the last one, tune in to this one, okay? And thanks for letting me know, guys. I'm just going to let you guys know right now. I usually try to interact. I am consistently bullied. I know it sounds so stupid and like a leftist, but when you're a conservative voice on TikTok, like honestly, you guys, and it's so weird, YouTube does not am I missing something? Is there somewhere where I can go where it's going to like list me all of my comments? Because TikTok does that, where I log in and it's all of my comments and I can, whatever. So if you guys know, if you know YouTube well, is there any way that I can keep up on my comments? Because for the longest time, I didn't even know some of my old videos were going viral. I am such a boomer. That's how I feel. The more technology we have to understand, the more I understand our grandparents. So anyways, just to let you guys know, sometimes I do take a break from reading the comments because sometimes the only thing that I can do that day is put out a video and just go away from my computer because it's so overwhelming sometimes. And people it's demonic. The best way I could describe it, Blair White says that the left in her comments are demonic. Blair's right. Anyways, let's get into today's video. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about censorship with Mark Carney. So today I had the thought of, you know what, last week it wasn't today's thought. Today I was going to go and purchase the article. But a week ago I thought, Mark Carney had his hand in invoking the Emergencies Act or telling Trudeau to and advising so. I wonder if he had a hand in the mandates. Because I specifically remember a clip of Trudeau saying that we would never mandate anything in Canada. So I was like, that's funny. So I go look up the article, and sure enough, there's one there, but it's behind a paywall. So I'm like, okay, I'll look back on Friday. I go to look back on Friday. Today. I was busy. It's Easter. And I cannot find it. And then someone says, what do you mean he had something to do with the Emergencies Act? So I go to look up that. I can't find that either. Now, on my Twitter, I tweeted, hey, I can't find this. They're getting rid of articles, which I can only find it on the web archives now. And, but other people found it. I can't access it, so I don't know if they even looked, but they were like, oh, don't sensationalize it. Which, by the way, there has been an update. That's why I'm updating this, is that now people are having a hard time finding this page again. So anyways, irregardless, this has been hidden from my Google search. So whether or not it was taken down by Mark Carney himself, because obviously he, was just reaming Pierre for not wanting Paul Bernardo to, be out on the streets. It's obviously embarrassing because he has, suggested that already in the short time that he was advising Trudeau has already broken our, human rights. It's so bizarre to me that it's really how I can tell that the Freedom Convoy was an act of resistance is how much every single person who was part of the government and the mainstream media just absolutely crap on it. Considering we have pro-Palestine people, and listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Pro-Palestine people, there's two different people who are marching right now. People who are extremists, setting things on fire, not doing the things that, not upholding peace at all in our Canadian streets. And then there's ones who meet at this certain place in Toronto once a week, and they are extremely peaceful, okay? So I would love to know, actually, can you guys find it? If you guys Google search Carney's thoughts on the Freedom Convoy, does the Globe and Mail article that he wrote come up? Yes or no? Let me know. I actually love to hear that, because sometimes I swear that my Google search, like, they hate me so much that my Google search is like extra taking away things. But anyways, let's talk about how I voted this weekend. And let me tell you, because this, and you know what, you're probably like, Jamie, why do you seem like you're in such a better mood? Because I literally went outside and touched grass, and I am so excited about it. Not only did I touch grass this weekend and actually get into the garden and do, basically gardening is therapy in my opinion, and I just love it, but I voted for someone I was excited to vote for the first time since Jack Layton. I was very much interested in voting for Jack Layton. One of my friends called me today, and she was kind of just like, wait a minute, I don't actually vote for Pierre Poilievre. I was like, no, you vote for like your representative, blah, blah, blah. And I remember that same feeling. Oh, she's younger. And I remember having that same feeling when I went to go vote for Jack Layton. I was so excited. And then I was like, where is his name? What is happening right now? But I digress. I've, really, truly, most of my life when I voted NDP, I had no idea what I was doing. Sometimes I thought that I'd be at a federal election and it would be a provincial. Most of the time I just voted Green or NDP. Please do not judge me. I was young. My papa always instilled in me that voting was important. So no matter what was happening, except for the time where my grandma was dying, that was the only time I've never voted, I vote. He has drilled it into my mind that it is my civic duty, so I have done so since that first election where I was Jack Layton, Stephen Harper, and the Liberal that only got 30 seats. I have been trying for so long to get this to happen. I've been yelling from the rooftops for 3 years, and I'm just so unbelievably excited. Like, I remember listening to the projections of where our economy was going, because I was wondering why the hell groceries were becoming so expensive so quickly. And I remember being like, guys, we're gonna be doomed. We're gonna be doomed if we don't get an election. And, we're all barely hanging on. And just the thought of being able to afford life again, and just the hope of it, is helping me get through, because I'm not somebody who's going to sit here and pretend I know that, Pierre's going to win. I seen what happened in America, so I don't want to be a Kamala supporter and be like, yeah, Kamala's going to get in for sure. You guys are all stupid. Like, that is what the left did, and then they crashed out the next day. So I like to be humble, but I was just so happy. I was like, you know what? That is the easiest thing I've had to do. That is the easiest thing I've gotten to do in the last 5 years that gets me gets not just me, all of us one step closer to the goals that we deserve to see paid off. I'm just so excited. And, tell me about you guys. How did you guys vote this weekend? Are you going to vote the day of? What's your plans to vote? If you're in a certain part of Northern Ontario, I could maybe help you out with getting you to a voting station. But man, I am just so delighted and have more hope than I have now. And let's make this too big to rig. And don't forget to get out and vote. Okay, it's the easiest thing you could do. Don't be a Jessica Krause. Don't be a House and Habit. Get out there and make your voice heard and vote. You know what? And people are always like, oh, this is just a stupid system, blah, blah, blah. Well, even in some sort of weird commune, you would still vote on things, okay? You would still vote. So have your voice heard and go and vote. And you know what? I've been there, because the first time I voted, I thought I was going to vote Jack Layton. Number one, he was not on that ballot. Number two, I was in a very conservative riding, so my vote didn't even go anywhere. But, it did. It goes in the numbers. But anyways, have your voice heard, get out and vote, and let me know if you guys seen a turnout in your town to go vote this weekend, or tell me what you guys did on Easter weekend. Because honestly, it has been only nice today, and it'll be raining tomorrow, so I'm making our big dinner tomorrow. But gardening all the way, baby. So let me know how you guys had a great Easter weekend, hopefully, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.